this is the setup. I'm in front of my window. It's really gloomy out. And it's only gonna get later, and I'm probably gonna have to film this in chunks, so we'll see how this ends up. I am just a big fan of creation and creativity and personalizing everything, and I basically just wanted to make a little video talking about that and the importance of it and why it's wonderful for you to not leave, for lack of a better word, not leave anything untouched.
And everything was fine. Everything was good. Everything was pretty okay. Everything was fine. Oh, everything was good.
So, of course, like, I love creating things in, like, you know, little collages or crafts, little drawings, little, I don't know, little, like, keychains, stuff like that. Even just, like, writing letters or, like, journal entries and stuff like that. But I also like making something that already exists and, like, making it your own. And this isn't, like, a video essay of any sort. This is just me basically ranting about whatever, because I love to talk. When you personalize things, it's like everything has a little story behind it, and it's like you're carrying bits of important people or important moments or even unimportant moments, and they're just carried with you. First, let's talk about like pins and bags and stuff. You can see a couple of my bags there, but those aren't really personalized. This is the bag that I carry with me everywhere. So this little strap has these little pins of Jujutsu Kaisen characters that my sister got me for my birthday. And then this just has a hair claw that I never used, but my friends have used it in the past, and it's just good to be prepared. I have this little Snoopy keychain that I got from this shop online that I love, Jewelry by Jackie. And then I have this Palmetto State pin from All for the Game that I also got for Christmas from my sister. This pin that I got on Etsy, these two pins I got from my friend who has an Etsy. I only ordered the It's No Use Joe, but she sent me the Chapel Roan one as an extra, and it makes me happy whenever I see it. Then I have this Ethel Kane one, this Raven Cycle one, just this random little cat because I love cats. I love my cat. She's off camera right now, but I love Alice. This BB Bridgers pin, and then this Brokeback Mountain pin. And I just love to carry little bits of all of my favorite medias with me, and it just makes me really happy because nothing makes me happier than like the shows and movies and books and characters I love and like the music I love. Like genuinely nothing makes me happier, so I love to kind of show it off. I remember up until 8th grade, like 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th grade, I owned like no plain pieces of clothing. Every piece of clothing I owned, like shirts and hoodies wise, were all merch. That is the only way that I like expressed myself, was through merch. And you know, now I dress really basic. Not all the time, but like just plain clothing like this. And you know, I still have my little touches of like, I love stars, so I have these little stars on this necklace. I have this like little shell, and then I have, oh my god, my favorite necklace ever, this little deer or doe. So I still like have that, but I genuinely only used to wear like band merch and TV merch. The amount of like Stranger Things shirts I owned in 7th grade was crazy. Now it's just all in like my bag that I carry. And then I also have this little orange keychain that I made, which is also very cool because you get to make your own things and put them on. And then this little guitar that came with a shelf that I bought for no reason. There was no correlation, it just came with that shelf.
Pretty okay.
This video is just me, I guess, giving more so a tour of the way that I express myself and personalize my things more than anything else. It's not really, it's just me talking about why it makes me happy and what I do. My backpack for school, she's kind of like ransacked now, but she also had a lot of pins on her. but I've kind of taken a lot of them off since I'm done with school now, and I've transferred some of them over to different things. But this is what's left on her. You know, Phoebe Bridgers, that's Phoebe and Snoopy. That's Jujutsu Kaisen again, Brokeback Mountain, this little rabbit I got in Portland, which again, it's like, that trip was one of the best trips of my life, and so it makes me really happy to be able to just look back on it. And these little 2 pins, and this little guy, he's part of the zipper, and then down here I have this on the zipper. And I just love having those, and it makes me really happy. Here I'm going to put a little picture of my friend's bag that she has some pins on, just to show another little example. And then also I think I have some footage of my other friend's car. Oh, that was my friend Emily's bag, but I have some footage of my friend Allison's car that she has some pins on her roof. I don't know if I have good pictures of it, but also I don't have a car, I can't drive, sue me. But like the majority of my friends, they just personalize their cars also in such like fun and cool ways that I don't have footage of all that, but like shout out to them, because that's also just a very, very fun and cool thing. I wanted to show all the stickers on my laptop and talk about that. Oh my god, the lighting is terrible, but there's this little calico critter guy who reminds me of Gainsey or Adam Parrish from the Raven Cycle a little. This, which is a Raven Cycle sticker, that's Woodstock, and my friend got that for me. That's Gigi from Kiki's Delivery Service, and my friend got that for me. Another little calico critter sticker. This came with a carabiner that I ordered. Just like, this is Chapel Roan, that's just a little guy. Adrian Linker, that came with an Adrian Linker pin. Fantastic Mr. Fox. C-Rose sticker, I got at the C-Rose concert. This little cat that came with an Etsy order. This random little sticker, another bug. These and these are all from this coffee shop. That is just another little cat. Snoopy, that my friend made, my friend who works at Midnight Oil, a coffee shop, she made that for me and put it on my drink, and I just like have it on here. Shout out Leah. And then this is also Fantastic Mr. Fox, and then this little guy, and there's Alice walking across, being perfect. But yeah, so that's that. And you know, for the longest time I was one of those people that had stickers but could not bring herself to use them because I'm like, it's wasting it. Unfortunately, I guess I'm not going to keep that laptop forever because it's just not going to work forever, and that actually kind of scares me because I'm like, some of those stickers I can't get again, but it makes me happy now. I enjoy having it now, so why wouldn't I use them right now? Pins and stickers, both very, very fun ways to just personalize things and make it fun, and I definitely recommend. So my journal is kind of threadbare right now. There's not much going on it, like really not much at all, but I do have just a couple. It's because I'm being too meaningful with it. I'm like, oh, I don't know what to put on there, like, but my friends' journals also, like, they decorate them all nicely, and so I don't know where they're gonna be, but those pictures, I got pictures of Emily's and Allison's. So, but here are some like little peeks inside the journal, which I'm not really talking about journaling, but I was just talking about like even just decorating your journal and just all the fun little ways, the fun little things that can be in it or on it, and just making it your own so that it's not just like, you know, I just had to like cut it and I moved the camera, so if the angle is different, that's why. But anyway, so what I have been big into is burning CDs, and that is just something that I really, really love. I started burning CDs like 2 years ago, and then I kind of fell off of it, but I've been back on it now, and I mean, this isn't exactly, to me it makes sense, but it isn't exactly in the same vein of like decorating stuff and making it your own, but it is making something your own because, well, the majority of the CDs that I've made for myself, I make a monthly playlist each month of like just music I've been listening to that month, and then I also have a Pinterest board where I add whatever pins I want, like, and the sections are per month. So I take the songs on those playlists, or I take some of the songs on those playlists. I love burning CDs because I love organizing the songs. It's basically, to me, it's like making a mini album and making a mini story and making sure each song like flows perfectly into one another, and it's like, why would these songs even be on the same playlist? But when I put them all together, it just makes perfect sense. But anyway, And I do that, and then I take pictures from that month's Pinterest board, and that's what I use for like the covers and everything. So that's what the majority of the CDs that I burn for myself look like. And so that also is personalizing things, because it's not just CDs that you buy, it's CDs that you're making for yourself of the music that you enjoy, with like images that you saved that month. So I recommend that exact process to everyone because it is so much fun. But I've also made CDs for my friends, for birthdays, for Christmas. Let me try and list them off. So I think this is the only one I have pictures of. I have a CD that I made last Christmas for Allison. That was one of my favorite ones. It's songs that all like remind me of the Raven cycle, and I do have pictures of that one, and I love that CD. I made just a birthday playlist for Emily last year. That was just, or no, I made it for Christmas. For Christmas I made her a CD of just songs that I like, but like she also likes, and I just put it all together nice. And then for her birthday this last month, I made her a song. It was her 18th birthday, so I made her a CD that was all songs about growing up, and like, well, a lot of them were pulled from my playlist that's called Letting Go and Building Something Else, if that tells you the vibe. I made a CD for Emma's birthday that they're all songs that she likes, and each song, like, it spelled out her full name, the first letter of each song. For Christmas, I made her a CD that was the One Winter playlist from Perks of Being a Wallflower, the CD that, or the mixtape that Charlie makes for Patrick for Christmas. And I've made a couple other that I can't remember right now. Here are some CDs that I've made for myself. So this is my CD of unreleased Phoebe Bridgers songs. Those are the songs on it, if you can read those. And that's it. Love it, love it, love it. You take out the CD and there's just like a little moth there. All the rest of these are the month playlists, which I haven't, I'm only caught up to September of 2024, and it's May of 2025. But I'm getting there. Maybe I'll make one tonight. Probably not, but maybe I will. So that's the cover. That's the inside. This background is boring. It's just 2 stars. Those are the songs on it. This is the May one. I don't like this back, but this is the inside, and this is the background. Diva, 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 diva. Those are the songs on it. And I love them because they're just like little monuments to these eras of my life and these months of my life, and what I was into and what I was listening to and everything that I loved. And it makes me really happy, and it really does just feel like making something my own and leaving my mark on something, because these exist outside of my brain. I love, love, love this one. Those are the songs. This is the inside. Oh, I just snapped that clean off. This is August. Ignore these little things, it's stuck up on my wall. So those are the songs. This is the inside. The most recent one I've made, September. These are the songs. This is the inside. There is writing on there, but that's the inside. And this is probably my least favorite of like how it looks. I think I got a little lazy, which never get lazy. Never get lazy with what you're creating, because then you have to live with it, and you just, oh, let me reopen these. Then you have to live with it, and you have to see that you were lazy, when instead, the July one, I wasn't lazy at all, and I love it so much. So just keep that in mind, because you're gonna have to live with it. Burn CDs. Literally all you need is a laptop that can do it, and a CD burner, and then CDs and CD cases and creativity. And I know all y'all got creativity, so you have no excuse. Let me talk about annotating books. And well, I'm not preaching about annotating books. I'm literally just talking about how I like it. And I'm basically just showing off all my stuff. I don't even mean annotating books in an intellectual way, and this isn't one of those videos where it's like how to annotate your books. I'm just showing you my creative outlets of, actually these aren't my creative outlets, but like my creative outlets of like changing something so that it looks like it's yours. Like, it is yours. It didn't look like that before it belonged to you, but now it belongs to you and it's yours. Oh, I love it. I have a lot of books to show here, So I hope you enjoy this. And these are just some of my more heavily annotated books. So I'll give you the sun. This book genuinely like changed something in me when I read it 9th grade, 10th grade. Like, oh my god, I love this book so much. It is so good. It is like, and it's so easy to read. Like, it is so not like, let me think. Like, it's so well written, but it's not like very, I guess, like intellectually written, but it is. Like, it's not, I just don't want to say like, oh, it's like, it's easy to read, but it has so much impact, and it is so good. It's just wonderful. Oh my god, let me tell you about Aristotle and Dante. In 10th grade, I read this in 8th grade, I think, but in 10th grade, I brought this book into therapy because of how bad I related and saw myself in Aristotle, and I was like, the best way for me to explain to my therapist the ways that I feel and my issues are just by reading like Ari quotes. So those were all of the parts that I heavily related to him in a way where I needed to tell my therapist about it. Oh my god, I love this book. I miss this book. I need to reread this. It was, what a time. Like, genuinely, it's every page. Every page is annotated. But I'm just trying to look for ones that are like, they have more. Oh my god. I'm sorry, literally looking through, and I just love being able to look back and seeing what I related to. Ugh. I think I really loved him when I was a little boy. I think I really did. Maybe that's why I felt sad and empty, because I'd missed him all my life. But see, and then that was that, and I just get to see what spoke to me, and I just love being able to look back at different points of my life, and I think that's what personalizing all these things really does for me. It just gives me, like, it just really shows me where I've been at different points, because they all connect to something. And I, like, okay, with stickers and pins, it's like I can see all the things that I've loved, or all the things that I currently love, and then with books, I get to see, like, what I loved at that moment about that book. And then it's like the same thing with CDs, like I said, like the music I was listening to and everything like that. Oh my god, I meant to pull out Six of Crows as well, but I guess I can just show you Crooked Kingdom. But Six of Crows, you cannot read shit in that book. Oh my god, it is so insanely annotated. But this is Crooked Kingdom. I lent this, however many years ago, I lent this to someone I was close to at the time, and so it's like double annotated. Mine are the black ones, and then hers are the orange ones, and I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel about the fact that now, like, her stuff is forever in here, but I don't really care like that, because I have other books that I've also let my friends annotate like that. Like, I've annotated them, and then they've also annotated them. Also, I ran out of black pen while I was annotating this back in 2021, I think, 2022, and so now it's like character deaths are in pink, and that makes me laugh. And see, I get to remember that, oh, I ran out of, like, black pen while I was annotating this, and I just love that. Oh my gosh. Here's Sunburn. This is one my friend left all of these in there, and I don't want to take them out ever, because I get to always look at them and first see what she connected with, and also just remember that she exists, and that makes me really happy. There aren't too many crazy annotations, so mine are all of the pen ones. But oh my god, actually I really love this book and this copy, because okay, my friend Emily, she left all of these in there of what she loved, and then let me find a page that has something. And then my friend Allison, I also let her borrow this copy, and so hers are the pencil ones, and then mine are the pen ones. That's mine, and then that's Emily's, and then that's Allison's. Like, is that not so sweet? Everyone should, like, pass around a book with their friends and they all annotate it, because it just really makes me happy seeing this. Can you tell that we're all such fucking loser gay people? Susanna, save this letter. It marks the moment that my life finally started. I've never felt closer to heaven than I felt today on the road with you. I can only hope that it was real and that you will not change your mind. Now I am away from you. I have never felt further from home, further from myself. Susanna, since the day I met you, I have wanted to let you know that you are a spill of gleaming gold on my otherwise dull and pointless world. Yours always, Lucy. Can you tell that we all loved this gay ass shit? Like, that makes... Guys, please personalize your things. Personalize what you own, because why else do you own it? Personalize what you own. Now we're gonna get a little crazy because we're gonna talk about two of my like biggest obsessions in the world, All for the Game and the Raven Cycle. So let's just go through my All for the Game books. The first book isn't, surprisingly, it's not as crazy as it could be. And it's like, I don't have much to say as I'm showing you these. The point literally is just to show you everything I have. Here, what I say is, Neil wanted the same so bad that he could taste it. That's the quote. And then I said, Adam, perish in a way. Not at all. How do I make this about the Raven Cycle? And I just love also lending annotated books to like close friends, because then it's like they get to know me when I'm not like around them, if that makes sense. And that's also why I love to like read books that are annotated by my friends. Here's the second book. You know, we got a lot going on here. Also, like, I hope you know every page has something. Actually, every page has something. I'm just trying to look for ones that have like quite a bit to show. I just love these characters and I love these books, and they're my favorites in the world. And I'm sure this video probably feels very boring because it's like, girl, you're not even talking to us, you're just showing us your books. That's what you got in here for. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe I'll like add something intellectual if I think of it later, but for right now we're literally just, this is fucking show and tell. I don't know what to tell you, but I do know what to show you. You get it? I had to annotate I said possibly my favorite quote in the series. Hey, so I might have thought he said that in the third book, and I might have had a very normal reaction right now. And I said, hey, so that, I said, I'm speechless. This series means the absolute world to me. And I said bright orange because God. And the quote is, he was their family, they were his, they were worth every cut and scream and bruise. Anyway, that's how I feel. And then this is the third book. Oh my god, I love this book, I love this book, I love this book. Do you want to see the last page of this? I think the last page has a lot. This is all just my writing. All of this is my writing. This is the last page of this series. Like, and I get to reread my thoughts and I love it. So we will do a reading of this. Perfect ending, genuinely. Neil was never letting go. Neil was never letting go. This quote went triple platinum in my brain. Oh my god, these books, these characters, they all mean so much to me. I can't believe there was a time before All for the Game. They consume my thoughts. I genuinely think about it daily. This last page makes me so emotional. Neil found a family and he will fight for them and they'll fight for him. And he found Andrew. I can't talk about them in here. They mean too much. Oh god, I really like them. Not enough room. I just like to see what was up. Oh my gosh. Genuinely, this video really is just me showing off. I'm like, look how much I like these things. I have never been normal about a single thing in my life. There's something so magical about loving like a piece of media so bad, and that's really what this all comes down to. It comes down to loving something enough to want to decorate your life with it. This page was big for me. And then let's just go through the Raven Cycle ones, because again, this series genuinely means everything to me. Genuinely, like, I'm going to end up having like 10 Raven Cycle tattoos. No fucking joke. Like, okay. Do you see that? So much. So many thoughts. Like, it's not even funny. Do you, all of that, we are 25 pages in, by the way. Like, genuinely, oh my god. Genuinely, every page in this entire series just looks insane, because I love this series oh so much, and I have so many intellectual thoughts about it, and so many things to say, and oh. Don't you want your books to look like this? Don't you want to be able to physically prove to people how insane you are about everything, and how they will never like the series the same way that you like it, and you are the biggest fan of it, and no one can argue with you on that, because this is what your copies of the books look like. Do their copies of the books look like this? Bet not. Here's the second book. The quotes in this are just so crazy, and these aren't like pointless annotations for no reason. Like, each of these annotations is like, this spoke to me in a very, very serious way. And then here's the third book. Oh, this quote: Adam was not Robert, who's his dad, but he could have been, and he forgave that past Adam for being afraid of the possibility. Guys, we should all read these books. We should all read these books because they talk about, these books are about friendship, and they're about deep, deep, undying love for your friends. And they're about being in love with all of your friends, and they're about survival, and they're about living, taking more than just to survive, and they're about growing and being reliant on yourself, but learning how to rely on others. And they're about the beauty of nature and how beautiful life is, and how Gainsey kind of wanted to live, how it's all up to you, and you are in control of your own life, and you make your life what it is. And like, I'm describing it in the stupidest way, but I just love these books. So I just wanted to make a little video where I talked about how I personalize the things that I love and how I think everyone should. Well, I didn't really talk about how I think everyone should, but I think everyone should. And I think it is just so much fun, and it is so enjoyable. And no, it's not a hobby in the way of like, I don't know, making something is. Like, other than burning CDs, none of these are making something. But you're adding to something, and like, that's worth something. It's worth it just to be able to look back on the things that you've added to your life and like, see it. I don't know, I sound so fake deep, but you understand what I mean, hopefully. I don't know, this video is gonna be a little silly, but I just wanted to just rant and share and a little show and tell of why personalization is literally the key to everything. Like, use those stickers, buy those pins, make those pins. I should get into making pins. Burn CDs, annotate books, I don't even know, get tattoos, write on your walls, write little letters to yourself in the future. Just do anything that's like a marker of where you were at this point in your life, and just keep adding to it and adding to it. And it's, I don't know, I'm sure I could add something, and there's something else I could say about all this, but for now, that is where we're gonna leave off. So I thank you for bearing with me while I just pointlessly rambled about God knows what. And yeah, this video is a little silly, but my next video will have a little bit more structure, but it will just be back to my like normal camcorder footage, I think. So I will see you in the next one. Thank you for sticking by me, and thank you for sticking by my insanity. Now I'm gonna go and watch the season finale of The Last of Us, so wish me luck.